Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Caps Draft 3.0 presented by Dota Cinema and Moonducktv. My name is Sunsfan, joined by Purge and Pitmunkle on Observer/Production. We got Game 2 of this best of 3 for Group Horse between Digital Chaos and Virtus.pro. Virtus.pro took Game 1 in convincing fashion. And now we see a Riki, we see a Lone Druid, we see an Enchantress. Purge.
Riki? Maybe a Riki?
I did say Riki, but yes.
I know you did. I'm just excited about
him.
Riki out of all those. How about a Bloodseeker, dude?
Wait, can we rewind this like a week and a half where you were disgusted with Riki?
I don't remember that happening. I actually
Really?
played the hero and I was like, okay, he's all right.
Okay, I see.
A little bit of a difference.
He's fun in the right lineups for sure. I never played him like support though. That seems weird to me, but
Yeah, I think that's what's fun to watch about it to me, is that watching people play heroes that I thought would only be good in a carry role and a support is really enjoyable. So just watch a player that's much better than you do something smart is enjoyable, I guess. Like I actually
Druid is here.
Yeah, like I actually watched the Fear Play Arc Warden, for example, because I was like, all right, I want to see how these players think the best way to play him is, and that part's always fun. What hero did you say was in there?
I don't understand how Lone Druid and Enchantress and Chen are all in the pool.
Oh wow, that's a good point.
Spirit Breaker, Magnus, why?
I mean, I can see the IO ban, I can see the Broodmother ban. Those heroes are very good at not punishing things and not having the counters in Captain's Draft. But like you said, yeah, a lot of those good heroes are in now. Now, cool thing that VP did here is that with Chen and Enchantress existing, they grabbed the Enchant, which is arguably a Chen counter while also being good at a variety of things. So by grabbing that, it kind of just makes Digital Chaos not want to grab Chen in response. So I think that was a good opening.
I think they'd still do it, to be honest, but maybe not. I mean, there are plenty of support heroes, though. That's the thing to keep in mind. You have technically Wyvern, Jakiro, Witch Doctor, Shadow Shaman. Those are all excellent supports. Even a Treant. What I want to see, though, Purge, my hero, other than Riki, which is every game, is Wraith King. And there's the Chen.
Wraith King, eh? It's not that amazing against Sven, I would say. It's okay, maybe. I like watching Wraith King games as well.
I just like watching him, yeah. Fun. He's entertaining to watch for sure. On core, not support. Support was... When that phase of support Wraith King made me so sad.
It was kind of good. I would say it was moderately okay. But sometimes it was just complete failure, yeah. Ooh, I like the Winter Wyvern in this game. Very good against Chen armies because Chen will have a lot of auras. Pretty good with Sven as well, because if Sven BKBs, it's a good way to disrupt him. But more likely you'd like to see Sven kill one of his allies, for sure.
Lone Druid picked up for Virtus.pro. Their lineup looks really good. DC, in the meantime, Witch Doctor, Weaver pretty much instantaneously picked.
I like the Weaver. It's kind of hard for Lone Druid to deal with. Winter Wyvern can't really deal with it super easily either. I guess they have some minus physical damage with Winter Wyvern. That's going to be quite nice, but I see Weaver definitely punishing heroes like Winter Wyvern in lane. I think it's going to be an aggressive dual lane, Witch Doctor Weaver maybe. If they do that, that can't really work either though, because Sven isn't really a good 1v1 hero.
It's a Weaver off lane. I think it's Sam playing that in all likelihood.
I think so as well.
They might go like Tiny mid or even Axe mid. I don't know how good Axe is against Lone Druid. Probably not very.
Not at all, no. The bear has like 2700 HP. Who gives a shit if it's spins?
Burst damage for the Cold Embrace. Tiny's a good pick, but there's not like any out of the ballpark mid heroes right now. Tinker technically could be used. Yeah. Laser's pretty good against bear.
Tiny was a great pick. The DC is all pretty weak in terms of burst damage, which Doctor's weak to it, Weaver's weak to it. Sven is not as bad, but they're still going to be craggy later. So I think VP's lineup looks really solid with those last two picks. They got Disables to deal with the Weaver. They got Burst damage to deal with the Weaver and the other heroes. It'll be an offlane Lone Druid, so they're still going to be able to fall back on something like Radiance. I really like this VP draft here. And then, oh, I'm sorry, it's Enchant offlane actually. Tiny mid, Lone Druid carry, Enchant offlane.
Yep,
okay.
I think so. I have no idea what they're picking. I think they screwed up the draft already, to be honest. I think they were looking for the Tiny. That's what I think. But... like, I don't know who they put mid now. Like, Troll's available. I don't know if Resolution plays Troll. Tinker, like we talked about. We've seen Necro mid a couple of times. Not the greatest, but somewhat survivable, I guess.
I would kind of like Necro this game. I think it'd be alright. Picking off heroes like Tiny, you can ulti the Lone Druid Bear if you really need to.
What about Rupturing the Bear, bro? Huh?
Rupturing the Bear is also a solution, but I don't much like it with the other heroes they have on their team. They don't synergize amazing. Yeah. Although, the idea of Blood Rage Sven with his ulti on is pretty cool.
Yeah, that's true. I don't think DC knows either. That's why they're taking Jakiro. All right, now I don't know who's playing what. this might be a core Jakiro then. Yowar's playing the Weaver, so it's not offlane Weaver. It'll be offlane Jakiro. Okay, that makes a little bit more sense. But this, honestly, a lot of this game comes down to how well Enchantress counters the Chen. Because if you take Chen out of the game, I mean, AUI is obviously very established Chen. So although we haven't seen Enchantress versus Chen in like well, I haven't at least, like a year. It used to be a constant thing back in the day. We'll see how effective it is.
Yeah, it's very popular to do in the past, but everything's different now with Enchantress being off lane. It's not quite a direct counter. I mean, it's still a counter, obviously, but the hero focuses more on laning than they do ganking and disrupting what Chen is doing, so it's a bit different. I could see DC getting some early advantage this game, like you said, if the Chen does do a good job, but especially with Jakiro in the off lane, if he gets a lot of liquid fires, they can take towers, but I feel like VP is going to be able to stabilize, and as soon as Tiny gets Blink Dagger, it's going to be a lot of deaths for DC. I just have a lot of faith in Tiny right now as a core. He's been getting a lot of kills in this tournament and really controlling games.
Yeah, he can blow up pretty much anybody. Jakiro's somewhat tanky for an intelligence hero, but I think he can still burst him down pretty easily. Sven's the only one you have to have trouble with in the mid game. Looks like 1437 TP'd mid, got nice observer here on the high ground and a sentry to block the neutrals. So that's obviously to counter the Enchantress, although technically this blocks too, right? This one up here?
Yes, if it's right of this tree here, about here is where the line goes.
Okay.
And then the block is something like this.
So that's block Enchantress. Hardcore right now.
Yeah, it's really important because if she's in the off lane and she has access to either large camps, then she can enchant those, and it gives her way more viability in the lane because it's kind of like you have two heroes right clicking. It's like having a lone druid. It's like you're playing lone druid when you get enchant in the off lane and you steal creep. So it's really important that you stop those camps from being viable.
What is the Spirit Bear? Is this a red panda?
Yep.
That's pretty cuddly. I think that was made by TV Dotto.
Yeah, this one's really rare. You almost never see this one in game.
I think he also made the panda one. I think he made both of the best
oh yeah
Spirit Bears in the game. I could be wrong, but
I like the new armored one too. That one's really cool. But the other two are actually really great.
Armored one? I don't think
it looks like an armored bear. It's like a bear, but it has like body armor on it. It's real cool.
Oh.
Actually, it looks like, instead of looking all cuddly like the ones TV Dotto makes, like it actually looks like scary and stuff like that.
It's gonna be a Sven. I didn't even realize. I think I said this. I didn't realize I was saying it. Resolution playing Sven, and it'll be mid. Very interesting.
That's weird.
Yeah.
Versus Tiny. I mean, he doesn't have to worry about getting one shot as much because his HP's gonna be a lot higher. He does have to worry about the toss back though. That's why FNG's sitting back here.
Yeah, he's looking for it. Not quite in range. It has such ridiculous range. Ugh. So disgusting to watch, and this is one of my favorite heroes, so
yeah,
definitely one of the more entertaining heroes in Dota.
Maybe if they nerf Tiny, they should reduce the toss range and make it scale based on levels or something.
But this is going to be super annoying. Yeah.
Chen sends a creep mid here. Oh, gets the double Hadoken off. He just did 240 damage, actually, with one neutral spell. And Tiny has no armor. Look at this. They might actually kill him.
My god. Oh my god. Looks like AUI is just winning mid right now for Resolution.
Yeah. If Resolution actually wanted to try, he maybe could have killed there with a Warcry, getting close hit once, and give the movement speed to his Satyr as well. It's like so much advantage.
They're going to toss the Satyr, and it'll spill to... Oh, actually, AUI takes over.
AUI is paying attention, exactly. Like,
so
it's such a good counter.
The downside for that, not that it's a huge downside, but especially in the early game, you're not going to get that many levels on Curtis here on Chen, because you can only have one creep at a time, obviously. It's not like Enchantress, who, if she was countering Chen, would just be getting 2... Can you get 3 creeps level 1, or is it 2? The duration per enchant.
Oh, enchant? You can get 2.
Okay.
It lasts 80 seconds, it's 30-second cooldown. You can get 3, actually.
Okay, 3. Pretty strong.
Ooh, he gets the ward here on the high ground, puts the sentry down, spots it out. That's pretty good. A little bit extra experience, some tango. And he's got a boots and a haste rune right now.
Yep, Resolution. I don't know how he doesn't have until level 6. He doesn't have that much kill potential by himself, but with Chen, obviously, he can get a kill on pretty much anybody. That's the weird thing about having Sven mid.
The Stormhammer is actually a pretty good ability. It's pretty long cooldown since it's AoE, but 325 damage is not bad for a 2-second stun. It definitely gives him some kill potential. He's gonna go some cleave levels though, kind of like this.
And they're still trying to do this toss back. I mean, it's pretty game breaking if you can get it off. You might just win your lane straight up. Oh, he was going for it, but the creep. And of course, this is something you can do now that Tiny was changed. It's been a while now, where tossing. It tosses the unit that's closest to you as opposed to just a random target in an AoE. Which is
Yeah, it's skill based for both heroes. Tiny can choose to toss the right person, or Resolution can do what he just did, just come in, hit him, and then back away and make the creep closer. So Resolution just outplayed Tiny there, wasted the toss, and FNG's been standing around this whole time. He does have level 2, and he's been doing. Actually, he doesn't have any stacks yet. Resolution or FNG actually hasn't accomplished anything yet, really.
Has he been leeching mid FNG?
I guess so, yeah. I'm not sure where else he got the
Resolution's
experience.
about to hit level 5 right now, and looking at the CS, 17 and 5 versus 9 and 4. That's not something you see every day. Melee versus melee with Tiny behind.
Yeah, but Sven has a big advantage there. He's got huge armor advantage. He had like 5 base armor compared to Tiny's 0. In addition to that, the leeching of experience from the Winter Wyvern.
Get the toss, but it's on the backside of the creeps instead of the Wyvern, and it's not going to be enough for the kill as haste is popped now for Resolution. Top lane in the meantime, Phobos getting initiated on, but the Maledict completely misses. Not that it would really matter in that case. DK Phobos has no untouchable.
Yeah, he's only level 2. It's better for him to have Nature's Attendance and Enchant. He needs Enchant for the neutral so that he can be more aggressive. He's still very under-leveled though. If you compare this to Bulba, Bulba's at 3 here. It's not bad. They're doing. I think DC's doing a really good job this game.
Is Bulba going Iron Talon? I think he might still go Iron Talon.
It's possible. It might not be a bad idea since Jakiro is very AoE based, but it's more likely he'll go Tranquils into Yules, the common Jakiro core build.
Okay.
Looks like they're trying to gank mid here.
Yeah, AUI.
Oh, he's got the Satyr. It's got a 3-second cooldown. It's really OP.
We have the stun onto Resolution. No toss yet. Stun from Resolution this time
targets,
onto G. They're going to focus Tiny now with the Witch Doctor in place. Cold Embrace is going to keep G alive at least for now, but how much longer? The toss sends Resolution into the air, but they'll get first blood, does DC. And they're going for more. Stormhammer onto Winter Wyvern.
They can gank this, honestly.
One Hadouken. Couple more right clicks.
He's out of mana.
Couple more right clicks will do
Satyr.
it. And that is 2 kills going the way of DC.
This new Satyr is so ridiculously OP. I saw a video of it on Reddit, and I just couldn't believe it. Like, I thought it was a bug. But the small Satyr has a 3-second cooldown on a 5-second disable, and within those 3 seconds, the minimum slow is 60%. It goes from like 100% down to 0%, scaling at 20. So you can reapply it, so you're getting between 60 and 100% slow in somebody until you run out of mana on the Satyr. It's like the nastiest gank ever. And AOA comboed it with a creep that actually does damage. It just guarantees a kill. It's amazing. Unless there's a quap.
Yeah, any blinking hero might not work too well, but looking at the other lanes now, since we've been focusing so much on mid, because it's such an interesting. This is the thing I love about Captain Stuff. You bring it up time and time again, but the matchups are just like people say, "Oh, it's the same heroes," but the matchups are always so different than what you see in CM. So I don't understand that argument at all, honestly. But the top lane, you are on the carry Weaver, 30 and 19 versus 40 and 29. So silent for the lone druid that is getting complete free farm and doing quite well with it.
You know, I actually do kind of like Jakiro versus Lone Druid. He's going to scale decently. He's got tons of minus attack speed, basically. And if he applies that to the bear in team fights and lowers the movement speed of the bear, you're talking less roots, less DPS, and a lot less threat in those mid-game situations.
How long does Witch Doctor stun last on the bear? Is it?
I think it's 1 second. It counts as a hero. Otherwise, it'd be wait. You just draft CM every game versus Lone Druid then, and stun his bear for 10 seconds with Frostbite. It'd be really unfair. They could. Oh no, they don't have Witch Doctor.
That would
yet.
be a good nerf. I think. Yeah. I mean, Lone Druid is considered pretty OP right now, so.
I don't think he's so OP that you need to like do something like that.
A little casual stun from Resolution mid lane.
He's doing great. Like it's fun to see Sven mid. Like that's a carry, but he is actually an okay mid hero. Bottle makes up for his crap mana pool, and he can actually use his stun whenever he wants.
A little bit surprised nobody. Oh, as I say that, 1437 might be stacking these ancients now. With Sven hitting level 6. Can take these out pretty damn easily overall. And DK
he's gonna
on the other
accelerate.
side. What's that?
He's gonna accelerate a lot now. Sorry to cut you off. We have some cadence. Yeah, he messed up the stack here, but
looking good.
Considering how much AUI sacrificed in the laning stage, the fact that he's almost 6 now is pretty incredible.
AUI doing AUI things for sure. In the meantime, 1437 is leeching a little bit of much needed XP mid. Is he the lowest level in the game? Yeah, he's going to be tied with the Winter Wyvern, so I guess a trade-off of sorts. Wyvern 3.5 right. I feel like FNG hasn't moved this whole game.
You might see Phobos die.
I don't know. Nature's Attendance is so ridiculous.
Well, he just didn't quite do enough damage. But either way, the important thing is that Nature's Attendance is now on cooldown. It's a very long cooldown spell. That's actually one of the abuses to enchant. force Nature's Attendance, and then you kill her sometime in the next 45 seconds. That's how you beat Enchant.
Alright, so back to my point. Has FNG moved this game? Oh, he's moved a little bit now. Here we go. Has boots ready at the base for himself if he wants to actually use them. He's going to get the top rune. And 14 turns is going to have to take up. Alright. I don't think the bear should be able to take runes, by the way. I think that's really dumb. That should be a nerf.
I'm okay with that.
You're okay with him getting double damage.
You're looking at really why would he not? He's a hero that relies almost entirely on his bear for damage. Why would his bear should not be allowed to get double damage?
Because it's not a hero. A hero should only take.
What? The bear is like the closest thing to a hero for a non-hero unit, with the exception of the clone.
I agree, but it's...
You're too much of a Lone Druid hater. Like Lone Druid's very strong right now, but you're looking at weird things.
I enjoy watching Lone Druid, but he's too powerful right now. Oh my god, great ward trap on Resolution.
He might get a kill.
He's going to try to right-click away, but the Ice Path's going to cancel it. No, it's not enough.
My god,
Toss is here with G. What a great freaking block. Holy jeez.
That was actually ridiculous. He basically just did like a 6-second stun against the enemy hero that was doing the best. That was incredible. Low man, what a player.
I think Tiny got that kill, right? So
that was so stupidly good. He actually just made
Shadow Shaman did. Well, if he can get the ward trap every time,
deserves that, man. My god. I'm just blown away by that. That was so good.
He didn't sheep or anything like that, right? He doesn't even have sheep.
He doesn't. Yeah, he did the wards. He backed off a little bit, and then he's like, "Oh, this is good for us." And then he shackled him, and then at that point there was backup. And he's getting solo experience in the lane now, since Lone Druid is just going to jungle. He can jungle just about as efficiently as he can go in lane. So now VP gets a lot of efficiency by rotating Shadow Shaman here and getting carry farm.
I think more than anything, Resolution might have been caught off guard the fact that Shadow Shaman's level 6. Like, how's that even possible? It feels like
it was like 8 minutes, but yeah, that's because they shifted to the jungle. It's the only reason it worked.
Resolution's going to be stacking. Oh, looks like 1437 is going to stack the Ancients instead. And Resolution will probably just be fine with the triple stack and then ult for it, in all likelihood.
This is going to be a quad stack, actually. So definitely going to be happy with this.
Oh, yeah, nice.
It did not stack,
2 Ancient Granite Golems.
If 1437 would have ran directly left instead of curved around, because the creeps got a little blocked up down here, so slight inefficiency.
Top lane, by the way, DK Phobos getting netted up by AUI. Right clicks from UR. He pops his Nature's Attendance, but they might have enough burst damage. Fairy Fire too late. Wouldn't have mattered.
He had 3 levels of Nature's Attendance, just not enough though. So Ancients are done. That was a 3 stack. Could have been a 4 stack. It's like a 300 gold mistake for Sven there. But he's doing really well this game, despite that death on the bot lane.
They're just going to push this tier 1 top with level 3 Liquid Fire. One of the best pushing spells in the game, for sure.
Almost as good as level 4 Liquid Fire, but not quite.
Yeah, almost. 1437 getting bursted to half HP. We have TP support. Resolution gets a Warcry out, but
Roar.
Savage Roar in turn. Resolution completely stuck there. Is Lil. He's going to be taken out by UR, pretty much no problem. Fairy Fire keeps him alive a little bit longer, but inevitably will die. Storm is pretty damn good against the bear as well, I think.
Yeah, it's really good. Does he even do a hero-based attack to the bug? Oh, they're in trouble.
I don't know. He's a hero according to you, so he should. Resolution in the meantime running away. And they heal from Chen. It's going to keep Resolution alive, but another ensnare. My god.
Oh, the cask.
The RNG is crazy as G caught within the cask and the bear gets a maledict. But it looks like DC is on the run as the toss finishes off Chen with his own creep. How devastating is that? 1437 taking more right clicks and is resigned to his own death. Yawar and Bulba, though, could pick off Enchantress in the meantime. It's a 3 for 1 at current point. And one more right click will take that. So 3 for 2 in favor. I don't know who that's in favor of.
I need to see the match recap. It was pretty much even 300 gold advantage going to the Dire team. So most of that on Weaver and Jakiro. Everybody else lost gold except for Witch Doctor. So it was a little bit more peaky for DC. It's very good for Yawar and Jakiro. And for the Radiant team, it was pretty even across the board. So hard to say. Very close fight though.
Yawar now has a Perseverance, so going for the typical Lincoln Sphere build. Really interested what the bear has. Bear's dead, right? So he can't resummon.
It died to a tower there, yeah.
Can we see what he has? No, there's nothing that shows, so we won't know. Saving up for that relic, though. I don't know if he went... Did he go Midas? I think he did.
On which hero? Sure. The bear?
On Lone Druid, yeah.
Yeah, he did. He's out of Midas the whole time.
Okay.
So he's quite close to Radiance. Oh! Yawar's going to spot this out.
Yeah, Yawar very late to the party. Could get time-lapse off, so the burst damage is completely wasted for Tiny. As Yawar coming back in. With that swarm applied to DK Phobos, can barely get any right clicks off. DK Phobos with that level 3 Nature's Attendance. will live, at least for now. Yuar wants to dive. Shikuchi back up and running. There's the Stormhammer from Resolution. A nice cold embrace. DK Phobos is at full HP as a result of this. Getting semi-surrounded, but Resolution just not nearly enough attack speed or burst damage to
God,
that Enchantress.
that attack speed reduction is so obnoxious, and it's not fun to play Jakiro versus Enchant either, because normally you're applying Liquid Fire every 4 seconds. Oh, FNG might die here. He's got no armor.
Yeah, down he goes. 1437 with that Death Ward placed. He's very happy with the Ribitar ult, by the way. He was looking for that for about a month.
A month?
Might
Was
be
he
an
looking for the
exaggeration.
prismatic? I mean, I know you can put a gem in it that changes the color of it. So
Oh,
I
really?
can
I
see
didn't know
that's where the big money is actually.
He
I
didn't
have
have it to begin with, I think. Somebody gifted it to him.
Oh, I see.
He
Well,
was too
getting the
lazy to buy it
gem,
on the market.
the gems are like $40 to $100 sometimes. They're really expensive to change the color.
Oh, actually, you're right. The Swarm is considered, it's a... Lone Druid Bear is a creep in that regard. Mid lane, Cask applied the Shadow Shaman into a Macro Pyre, and down he goes. But the tier 1 did go. Actually, the denied tower from Sven.
Oh.
Nice toss!
That thing
Dealing
is
lots of damage
fortified
to 2
unit.
heroes. They get the Witch Doctor, and now Boba on the run. G has one
Great.
more toss. The beautiful Chen ult at the last second to keep Boba alive, but it might cost Chen his life in the end. It's going to be a 1-for-1 in that exchange, so it could have been worse, I suppose.
Not terrible. Oh, slightly bad. They did put an Observer Ward within tower, I think. We'll see if that ward is within tower range. Can't tell yet. I guess it isn't, because they didn't spot the ward. That's like so close to tower. I'm surprised. Oh, they
Silent.
Midas the range creep. That's such a good way. We'll see.
We'll see.
Middle tower is under attack.
Thanks for the update, Pitmunkle. As always, top-notch production and observing. Style, by the way, has enough. Actually, he just bought it. The Sacred Relic on the bear right now. He's gonna have really good timing on this Radiance, and that's when Lone Druid starts to just snowball out of control in all likelihood.
On the bright side for DC, they do have Sven, and he's going to be providing a lot of armor to his team. So obviously it doesn't do that much against Radiance, but it will help a lot with the amount of damage that VP does in teamfights. Like, they're very much focused on Tiny Burst, Radiance Burn, and a little bit of enchant damage. So I don't know if they're going to be able to... They might have like burst problems for the middle portion of the game is what I'm trying to say.
AUI was bursted down in the jungle.
I didn't see it either. I saw him dying on the map and I was like, hey, he's probably dead.
Don't want to click there. It's fine. Meanwhile, bottom lane, Silent is going to be ganked upon. Of course, has a Savage Roar to work with if needed. Form's going to...
Ooh, that was
nice.
close.
Ice Path's going to cancel the TP for Lone Druid, and this is a much-needed kill for DC.
He almost got away, man. It was the difference of that Savage Roar coming out just in time, or Boba guessing wrong on his Ice Path. If that would have missed slightly, he would have been gone.
1437 in the meantime might be in a lot of trouble, and yep, that's the Blink Dagger initiation from G. Easy kill for him. And Serpent Wards placed that are... I thought they might have been level 2 considering how well he's been leveling, but they are still level 1. Oh, Sven pops God Strength going for DK Phobos. Doesn't get off his heal, but might not matter. Does so now within the Ice Path. And Resolution, not the greatest person to take out these wards. He's taking tons of damage from this Enchantress.
Yeah,
Impetus
she's great
is
against
so
Sven.
ridiculous.
It's very good against Sven as well, because normally his armor's really high, but obviously that goes right through it. G might be ready. He's got a Avatos.
He's gonna get Ice Path up. We have TPs here. 1437, I thought I was gonna say. A little bit ambitious there as G comes in with more burst damage. AUI's taken out pretty much immediately. They're gonna turn onto G though with the Macropyre Ice Path. Was it worth it? I don't think so. As now the chase continues. Shadow Shaman with negative 12 armor. Yuar just needs to get a little bit closer, and maybe 3 right clicks will do it.
He's gonna hit
Shikuchi
once and
does
he's gonna
land.
die.
2.
Yeah. Well,
We'll split
I'm
the
counting
difference.
Gemnate as 1, okay?
Oh, okay. That's not
You guys,
fair.
what are you talking about? It's a freaking Weaver. That's 1 attack.
Give me a break. That counts as 2.
You're so fucking wrong. Can't believe I'm in business with you.
I know. It's
What a
pretty
mistake.
ridiculous.
Oh,
FNG
big
gets
ult.
off his ult, and Boba destroyed by his own team. Hand of God will not save the day for him. And with that, the push is just completely stopped. Radiance is now up on the bear. Resolution getting slowed thanks to the winter or the Arctic burn, but Won't matter for now as Haste is picked up by Resolution.
It's a good pickup there. Resolution doesn't have anything like an S&Y though, so his mobility is a bit limited. He kind of needs a Moon Shard or something too. He definitely needs some kind of attack speed item here, but he also needs BKB. Oh,
He's gonna jump in. Better be careful. Radiance is now being shown. Shackle applied. Resolution gets out of it though. Next to the cask. FNG, believe Maledict is there with that Death Ward. Should be enough to take him out, but it'll cost Witch Doctor his life. One more Stormhammer is gonna ensure the kill. Resolution running away as a hasted chicken. And he did triple stack this. Oh wait, maybe it didn't stack. Again, didn't stack, so still double. As wards are placed for Roshan.
they can fight this with bugs, I think.
Yeah, I think so. Here come the Swarm. We have a buyback on Witch Doctor.
if he gets a triple
DC
stun?
really wants to go in here. DK Phobos with the stun. As he gets caught in the Ice Path and the Macro Pipe. If they can get this kill, it'll be really big. Sven dies, though, in the meantime, and that's all their damage. Serpent Wards are essentially wasted. Not in this team fight at all.
Well, if they can catch the Ice Path.
I
What
don't
a
know.
weird fight, man. There's
Yeah,
stuff going on everywhere.
I don't even know. Like, Sven dying, but they stop the Roche. They do get Enchantress as well, so it's not the worst thing in the world.
Witch
AUI
Doctor might
getting
live, though. He's got to earn.
Burned very low.
Burn yourself!
Oh man, the toss is too much damage. It's 1437, hits the deck. Bulba and Yawar gonna team up on G with the AUI Penitence, doing extra damage applied to G. He drops to the deck as well, but just kills all over the place. A 3 for 3 at the end of the day. Yawar looking for more. Our production guy is very, very confused apparently.
Alright, he can kill the bear now. Bear's got 600 HP.
Oh
no.
A couple more right clicks would have done it. He does have a resummon, of course. Not gonna get it off. They're gonna find the kill. That's extra gold going the way of DC.
Alright, so that's the Lincolns for Yawar now and Weaver. He can play way more aggressive. He doesn't have to worry about the Shadow Shaman anymore. And thus far, all the fights have been Sven having to go in, but he keeps getting hexed immediately by Lil. They need to have someone that can initiate but not get blown up instantly, and that may take either a Sven BKB or just a bit of better stuns. He keeps throwing stuns and they're only catching one person.
Resolution, God Strength used to take out this now triple stack. So after this, does Yawar go for the standard Deso? Do you think that's a nice pickup?
Yeah, absolutely. It's really good against Tiny. It's really good against the Lone Druid Bear. It's great against Shadow Shaman as well. All those heroes are weak to minus armor, so definitely the Deso build. There's not that many stuns on VP where BKB is something that you get.
Yawar picks up a DD, by the way. FNG cold embraces himself. Lil pops the Dust of Appearance. And Yawar's just gonna have to scurry away.
They can maybe still fight by Roche. I mean, Bulba's incredibly farmed this game. He's 2 items deep now. Veil plus Yules. He can do so much damage to their cores.
I mean, the issue for DC right now is that Resolution is... He has the initiation, but really needs that... Is he going SNY or BKB?
He should definitely go BKB. They drop wards again. I think they can fight this, honestly.
Might be too late now, though. As Roche is taking a ridiculous amount of damage to the bear and serpent wards. And down it goes. As the smoke initiation here, Resolution pops.
Oh, I forgot to use
His
Veil.
War Cry, DK Phobos, cold embraced up, and here comes Yawar. Looking to finish off DK Phobos, pretty much no problem. That's a nice kill for them as AUI attempting to TP out. The ensnare was... Oh! The burst damage from the last second from Shadow Shaman takes him out. And now Bulba tossed back into the fray, shackled in addition. Witch Doctor Casca, tad too late. Don't think it would have mattered either way. So 2 for 1 with Aegis going the way of VP.
I just didn't like that initiation there by Resolution. He keeps going in and stunning one hero. I mean, they didn't have vision. He blinked and that was the only person that was there. But they're forcing fights and they're going in a little bit late there. Like, if they were able to swing around, for example, like in the Roche Pit, and maybe Macro Pyre in this direction, and do a bunch of fire in here, then it becomes so much harder for VP to take the fight. But when they take the fight over here instead, it's tough.
Oh, you are looking for the courier kill, but already had the Gemini attack, so wouldn't get it either way.
I mean, on the bright side for DC, UR hasn't died yet. He's 6-0 and 7. And VP doesn't have super good solutions against the Weaver. He's just going to get stronger.
We're going to try to backdoor this this tier 1 tower. Of course, does not have backdoor protection, but there's a fortification up and running just in case. Nope, he's just going to scurry away again. But VP is just amalgamated at the bottom lane right now to push down this tier 2. G is about 500 away from finishing Aghanim Scepter, and that's going to make their pushing just redonkulous.
I don't think it's going to make him invincible, though. I still think that Weaver's going to be a huge threat to him. Weaver's only got 1,300 gold. So
I think
he's
a lot of
very
this
far
game
from
is going to
Deso.
come down to DC initiating the fights outside of the base, because if you're inside the base, VP can just do so much structural damage. Serpent Ward's placed as well. And pushing just seems to be the name of the game for Captain's Draft, just in general, every season so far. Serpent Ward's up. G jumps in and blows up one support right off the bat. Stormhammer applied again to only one, and it's just the bear.
They had a sentry down. There was no ward there, and they still kill Witch Doctor.
Did they have a counter force staff to get him out just in case? Didn't even need it. You're right. They had nothing. How the hell did they see?
Must have seen him like come up and throw a cask and then guessed or something.
Oh,
Must have been the only way. Well, they do defend the push. The tier 3 does fall, but they did lose Witch Doctor. When Witch Doctor gets back up, they got to go for this.
Ice Path,
Kill this,
Swarm.
maybe.
With Penitence, they have so much extra damage they can apply to this bear. We didn't even talk about Penitence being super good this game. And it is level 4, by the way. He maxed
wow.
that.
That was a great choice, actually, against the bear. Amp it by 30%. They should have killed it when it was here, though. I think if they would have just started attacking it using a couple more Jakiro spells, it might have been able to pick it off.
It only has a 3-second downtime. I didn't really realize that. That's insane. That's really good.
And
That's
it's
been buffed
70
crazy, like patch after patch, it seems. And on top of Maledict, and they have so many spells against this bear, but it just seems so ridiculous right now with that Radiance and Hyperstone now, minusing up a creep. Swarm. Gold Embrace is gonna get that bear back up to close to full HP. Gonna continue the pressure. Now they go for the range racks. Battle Cry applied, so extra damage in tow. First damage not quite enough to take out 1437 this time, and they're gonna apply all the pressure to G. Takes an Ice Path Macroplier into Maledict. And the cast going back and forth as FNG pops his ult to try to keep DC at bay. All they lose is the range racks at the current point in time. Resolution taking so much damage, one more impetus. In fact, it's the Lil Ether Shock that finishes them off. It's 2 for nothing. And DC getting overrun now. Just too many items, too much initiation, too much burst from VP.
They just need BKB on Sven so bad that they haven't gotten it yet. They're still going to try to defend this, but the Rax is definitely going to fall.
Well, but taking another impetus for the road. That's a full Rax bottom lane, and I don't see why VP would stop now with Sven on the deck for another 35 seconds. Serpent Wards are up again. Good God almighty. Tier 3 in peril, if not the Rax. Bulba has the Veil. Oh, nice counter initiation on the Tiny, expecting that. But yeah, this is 2 racks for VP. Easy peasy.
God, does the game just end? Like, DC definitely could have won this game, but all of a sudden, the game is just over. Like, they needed the BKB and Resolution so bad. They took so many fights where he just wasn't able to do anything but take stuns. And they had nothing out of their mid-hero because of that. Like, the early game was so good for them, and the Sven got so much advantage, but the BKB was just so delayed. Like, he bought a Blink Dagger instead of BKB. Maybe that was a big mistake. I'm just so surprised that they lost like this. Obviously, Tiny is very good at clinching leads because he keeps one-shotting your squishy supports. And you also have a Chen and you didn't have enough advantage. But, man, like they were doing so well in Boba, so well on the Weaver, but they just didn't get value out of, like, 2 of their heroes in those team fights.
Yeah, and I think, like, all that pressure from the bear, like, you have to focus the bear, but then there's a Tiny with Aghanim Scepter, like, and then you have Serpent Wards from Shadow Shaman. It's like, and so much sustain with Wyvern, Cold Embrace, Enchantress Heal.
Yeah,
Like,
that Cold Embrace did
difficult.
so much, man. Like 6% HP heal, even on the bear as well. Like if they focus the bear, they just heal it, and it's going to be getting like, I don't know, 300 HP a second or something. You can't do that much damage.
Yeah, really good lineup for VP overall, and DC just can't hold on. So with that, that is a 2-0 series win for VP. And of course, just so you guys know, in case you aren't familiar with the format, the way this works is no team is actually eliminated from the group stage. It's just for ranking purposes into the playoffs, which upper bracket, lower bracket, which will be double elimination, unless you're in lower bracket, of course. So at this point, I think DC might actually it might just be lower bracket no matter what. No, pretty sure. I'd have to double check. But if you want to check out the updated standings and all that good stuff, go to moonducktv/CD3. And with that, I believe we are done for the day. Good sirs and madams, tomorrow is the last day of the group stage for Group Horse. And we got some nice games to cast there. So until next time, goodbye, friends. Goodbye, Purge. Goodbye, Pimp Muckle. Goodbye, Sir Action Slacks.